Good evening, PLC. How we doing? It's been a little while. Haven't been putting up too many videos because I'm pretty busy nowadays. Family life, pepper life, you name it. And had a little problem with the weed whacker, so waiting for the beard to grow back. I think it grows faster than the peppers, but right now I'm not sure. Illinois is in a little bit of a heat wave, so my plants are getting ready to go into overdrive, so we'll see. But I bring you here for a special reason. My buddy Batman, better known as Make It Wayne on the PLC, sent me an incredible box of pods with a lot of varieties inside of it. And one of the stipulations I gave him before I told him we'd make a trade was, you got to tell me what you want me to review. Well, he kind of forgot, so I reminded him that, hey buddy, what do you want me to review? Anything? Nothing? Don't know. So, but he ultimately responded to me that he said, hey buddy, why don't you do my Secret X? So I got a Secret X. Don't know much about it other than that it's Batman's Secret X. I can tell you that it's got an awesome shape to it. A little bit of like a umbrella shape going into a tail. Beautiful dark hue of red. And I got two of them. So while I'm eating the first one, we can cut open the second one, look and see what's inside, and do like reviews like some other people do. But Wolverine style is different than everything else. So, oops, forgot to save seeds from that one, Batman. You might have to send me some more. So it's a little bit sweet on the front, a little bit bitter actually. Yeah, it's bitter. I got a little bit of floral sweetness, but it immediately transitioned to bitter. I don't know. I don't know anything about this other than that it might be some type of habanero. I didn't do the best job of cutting the second pod. It's thick-walled, more like a traditional habanero. Good placenta. A lot of seeds on the placenta walls, so it's a nice mature pod. Got a decent habanero heat to it. I wouldn't put it any higher than a habanero heat though. But the flavor is quite good. The after flavor going down, pretty nice. Still, the bitterness was replaced by some sweetness. Whatever the X might be is actually starting to kick in with a little bit more heat than a habanero. So whatever gave it that lobed shape protrusion at the bottom, it kind of makes it look like a UFO. Definitely gave it some more heat than a habanero. It's a pretty good pepper. Because of the way I chomped down on it, the juices spread out to my entire mouth, so it's I feel the heat throughout the entire mouth, the tongue, front side, a little bit of the back, more so than the front. It has a familiar hint of floral fruitiness on the back side of it, but I can't place it just yet. I'm not sure what that is. There's a slight scorpion-like bite to it. Any of us that are familiar with a scorpion, either Trinidad or otherwise, are familiar with the sensation you get when you eat one, that it just kind of attacks, almost like pins, thousands and thousands of pins, giving you tiny prickles as you after you've eaten it. It's almost like it's slightly painful, but it's not painful, but it's like pins and needles on the tongue, starting to go around the entire mouth. And now as I'm exhaling, a little bit of a floral, slightly sweet. Aromatic effervescence, if you might, or if you will. It's a nice heat. If that pepper could be bigger and you could stuff it with some cheese and bacon, that would be the cat's meow. Although it's quite good as is. Just thinking about what else could be done with it. It's PFG, which means PF and good. I like it. That other pod that I cut open, I'll be taking some seeds from Batman's Secret X, planting them over here in the garden behind me for next year. As you can see, the garden is just going absolutely wild. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these peppers. Batman, I might have to ship you a couple more boxes. I don't know. Pretty darn good. I was expecting the heat to rise more based upon the way that it's attacking the inside of the lips, slightly the outside of the lips, but more so the tongue. It's a good pepper. Wish I had a little bit more information on it, and or a little bit more experience with eating a variety of some of those peppers that are out there, so I could give a better opinion of it. But it definitely has a scorpion-like bite to it, but a habanero sweetness to it. The wall of the pepper and the placental tissue with the seeds growing along that definitely are reminiscent or representative of habanero. But the shape is pretty unique. I mean, it's a damn good pepper. It's always hard to imagine out what your grow list is going to look like when your season's not even done for the next year, but I think that can definitely make it. And as the pepper is making its way down my digestive tract, I would definitely say that has some Trinidad scorpion or similar genes inside of it. Much like my buddy Kyle over in Hawaii, Togarashi, just recently reviewed a pepper I sent him that had some scorpion genes in it. There's something about the scorpion genes in it that can give you some cab cramps or something similar quickly after eating them. I can feel a little bit. And I'll tell you, I intentionally did not eat any dinner before doing this review because I didn't know anything about it, and all I knew was a habanero, so I was like, hey, what the heck, I just eat it. So I Wolverined it down. And no regrets. It's a good pepper. I like it. Batman, if you have more information on it, share it with me, and if you don't, find out some more, because it's a pretty darn good pepper. When I post it, I'll let you know how long the plateau lasts, because it definitely peaked about a minute or two ago. It wasn't like crow, or something. Excuse me. It wasn't a prolonged building heat, because I just chomped on it. It kind of exploded and bursted, and I got all of it at once. It was very good, and the after flavor that's left in my mouth is actually quite pleasant. It's a good pepper. Like I said, if I could take that pepper and stuff it with some cheese and bacon, I'd be over that every day for lunch. It's a little bit small, that'd be a lot of work. But that's a damn good pepper. Definitely above habanero, below ghost or scorpion, but a good amount of heat. That's a definitely good medium hot pepper. At least on my scale, but maybe I'm skewed. I like it. Batman, thanks for sending that along to my pod box. PLC, have a great night. Hopefully I can load this up tonight and Google doesn't give me any problems. We'll see. Peace out. Wolverine says hello.